Introduction. Methodist Hospital has never seen a patient like Jenny Nichols. Her situation was so extraordinary, people who were part of it will never forget the 3 months in 2013 when she was in our care. Our staff got to know the Nichols family like they've never known a family before. Together, they all went through the highs and lows, the pain and the progress, and the good news and the bad. Everybody became close. How can you not when you're spending that kind of time with a patient and her family? The mystery surrounding Jenny's condition only served to tighten the bond between her family and the people working to figure out what was wrong, and eventually make her better. It was a shared journey, and the people who went along still have memories that made a strong imprint. I was curious about what it was like to be at the center of Jenny's world within Methodist Hospital. So I asked two staff members what they remember about this time. Andy Hillstad was a nurse on Jenny's floor. Here's what she recalls. I was rarely their bedside nurse, but I went and talked to them every day I worked because I was just so scared for Jenny. This is such a rare condition. I don't recall that anyone had even seen it before on her treatment team. The main thing that stands out to me is that it was a terrifying process to witness, and we were all just helplessly watching, unable to intervene. I always felt that Jenny was on the verge of a code blue, or cardiac, or respiratory arrest, and that we had no idea what was causing it. It took so long before we had a diagnosis, and she was so sick. The other scary part was that even after her diagnosis came in, we couldn't control her symptoms. We had to just watch her get worse and worse every day. But Andy was amazed at the Nichols family, their ability to cope with an extremely rare medical condition. Her family was so nice. It was as high stress as a stay as you could have, but they were always so patient, always willing to listen to the rationale of why something wasn't the way we expected. They were just the nicest family with the scariest medical disaster, and we loved them. The next person inquired for her recollections was Lisa Botcher, the Director of Clinical Nursing for Neuroscience. Lisa had the perspective of being not just the care provider, but the leader of the staff. Here's what she remembers. The first day I saw Jenny, there were 2 family members plus 3 of my staff attempting to manage Jenny's unsteady movements and keep her safe. I witnessed this day after day for several weeks. I especially remember the hopelessness on the face of Jenny's dad, Brian, when Jenny was catatonic. Conversely, I recall the visible joy of the staff when Jenny received her diagnosis. We could now develop a plan. Jenny was a unique, complex challenge every day she was here, and it was heartbreaking to witness the struggle my staff experienced in care of this patient. Family engagement was critical to Jenny's recovery. I'm not sure she would have had the outcome she did without the love and interactions of her family. They constantly looked for ways to bring Jenny back. The Nichols family assisted us in understanding Jenny's pre-illness personality. As a result, we were receptive to their recommendations for Jenny's care, i.e., staff that were calming. Each time Jenny drops by for a visit, it is a celebration of the work of my staff and the love of her family. Jenny's case perfectly illustrates our culture here at Methodist Hospital, which we call Head and Heart Together. The idea is that we provide expert medical care while exhibiting the compassion that's so important for patients to heal and be engaged in their recovery. Through that partnership of head and heart, we always put the patient and their families first. As you can see from Lisa and Andy's recollections, patients have a profound impact on all of us. An unusual case like Jenny's is actually not that unusual when it comes to patient-staff interaction. Of course, Jenny was in our care for an exceptionally long duration, but that length of stay only strengthened the bonds between her caregivers and herself. I hope you enjoy this book. It's such a roller coaster ride, even if you don't have a personal connection. I do know that reading it will have a profound effect on many of the people who treated Jenny. Brian's attention to detail is amazing, and he succeeds in capturing the frustration and eventual triumph felt by everyone who came into Jenny's circle. We are proud of the care we provided, and Jenny and her family should be equally proud of the strength and determination they showed through her entire stay here.